My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. I'm going to give you my bets for UFC Vegas 74, and we have been absolutely killing it lately, so hopefully the week off didn't mess up whatever we had going on. So let's jump into those bets. But before I do, I want to give you $50. Just go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50. It's literally that simple. It's affiliate marketing, right? They're going to pay us. We're going to take off some of that money and then give it right back to you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Use the link to sign up, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. I mentioned that we've been killing it. This is the event before the break. This is the Angela Hill versus Mackenzie Dern card. I was up units. Jacob was up units. Jacob hit his 6th underdog lock of the week in a row. Our prize picks hit, and the safety parlay hit. The safety parlay has been a wild success. It's up almost 10 units for the year, not ever, just for this year. If the only thing you ever did was bet the safety parlay, you'd be up almost 10 full units. It hit again at UFC Vegas 73. This week is a little trickier, though. We'll talk about that in a minute. But if you become a premium member, you can unlock the safety parlay. That is for premium members only. And you also get access to tools and insight and information. One of them is the line movement tracker. It is updated constantly with the latest odds for every single fight and every single fighter. But it also tracks the odds where they opened. So you can see the trends, spot the trends, hop on, hop off a train, get the implied probability as well as that line movement. Jim Miller, brand new opponent, opened at minus 245, just slight flex to minus 250. But there are 5 different fighters on this card that opened as an underdog and will close as a favorite. And this tool will help you identify that, spot that, and then maybe find some spots that make a little more sense for you when you are placing your bets. This and everything else is available to you for only $10 a month. $10 a month. If you only did the safety parlay, I've given you 10 months of net profit. That's WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's only $10 a month. Let's talk about the bets. Talk about our most confident plays, our most confident underdogs. This card is sketchy as hell. This is like a super sketchy card. There's only 3 confident picks for me. 3. I mean, this is a dicey card. Daniel Santos should get it done. The only reason he's not in the safety parlay is that fight was supposed to happen a few weeks ago. They canceled the last minute because Daniel Santos had an abscess on his leg. They took it off, and now he's good. That is the only reason he is not in the safety parlay, because I just don't know the cause and what this has done to him pushing the fight out a few weeks. But he should absolutely dominate. Karine Silva as well, right? She is a killer. She should win this fight. She wins every single fight that she wins inside the distance. She has a couple of decision losses, but she looks good all the time. Her opponent can be taken down. Her opponent can be held down and sort of do nothing off of her back. Karine Silva should win, minus 220. And then Jim Miller has a brand new opponent, a hittable guy. He's taken on Jesse Butler. Jesse Butler is a grappler whose takedown defense sucks. He's pretty hittable, tough as nails though. But I think Jim Miller, who has had a full camp, who is the larger fighter because Jesse Butler's coming up in weight, Jim Miller should be able to come forward, be the more clean, clear striker, and then even Jim Miller's sort of subpar takedowns should not be an issue, and then he's the better grappler once it hits the ground. So Jim Miller should do whatever he wants to do here and win this fight. Most confident underdogs, very short list. Moin Gufarov, he's plus 105 now. You're going to see the bets. We got him at plus 140, plus 145. We got him very early. He is fighting Sexy Mex. He is fighting him on short notice. But this dude is very good. He's very active on his feet. Tons of forward pressure, great takedowns, very, very solid underdog this week. And then Jin Frey is the only other person that I'm confident enough to even put on this list. Yes, Damon Blackshear, confident in him. I have a bet on him. We'll talk about that. But Jin Frey is the only person that is an underdog as I'm filming this. Abubakar Nurmagomedov was an underdog. I bet him as an underdog, now a favorite. So right now, filming this, Jin Frey is the only other confident underdog I have. She was just knocked out cold, which is a little concerning, but I think she should be able to just come forward, be boring, slow that pace down, hold Elise Reed against the cage, and win one of the worst decisions we've ever seen. So she's the only other confident underdog I have on this card. Again, a very sketchy card. Let's look at the bets. This is what I've got going. I beat every single line. Every bet that I placed, I beat the line. Does that mean these bets are going to hit? No, absolutely not. I could lose every single one of these bets, but at least I'll lose them at the best possible odds. But we did beat the line, and that's why premium membership is so important. It's not just, hey, here's the bets. It's, here's the bet we placed instantly. You get alerts on your phone the very second we place a bet. So if you like it, you could jump on it before the odds move. Abubakar Nurmagomedov, for example, I got him at plus 120. As an underdog, he is now minus 120. He is now a favorite. He is no longer an underdog. Those odds are long gone, but I do think he gets it done. He's the worst of the Nurmagomedovs, but his active, nonstop forward pressure wrestling and decent striking should be enough for Eliza Zaleski, who's just coming back after a year-and-a-half layoff. Damon Blackshear, dude hasn't found a win yet in the UFC. I got him at plus 140, now plus 128.2 units on him. I think he gets it done as well. Incredibly tough. We saw that in his last fight. Very good takedown defense. I think he can get this done. I think he can win this fight. He showed it similar to when we broke down Brian Battle after that bad loss to Renat Fakhretdinov. I learned a lot from that loss, and he looked good in that loss. Similar with Damon Blackshear in his last two fights. And then Muin Gufarov, right? Short notice, taking on Sexy Mexi. We just talked about this. I got him at plus 140. He is now plus 105. Jacob got him at even better odds. I'll show you his bets in a second. I only have one prop bet, and look at the line movement on that prop bet. This one I mentioned during the live stream, but I placed it, put it on the board. Premium members, you saw it when I placed it, and hopefully you got odds this good. Elise Reed wins inside the distance, decision, no action at minus 155. That is now minus 210. And all this bet is saying is that if Elise Reed stops Jin Yu Fry, we get paid. We get paid at minus 155. If it goes to a decision, win or lose or draw, well, then we get our money back. The only way I don't get money here, the only way I lose money here is if Elise Reed is stopped. And Jin Yu Fry hasn't stopped anybody. So she's not going to stop Elise Reed. So I'm either getting a refund or that will pay out. And the only parlay that I have going on here are two money lines. We got Daniel Santos and Karine Silva. The only couple of favorites that I mentioned I had any bit of confidence in earlier in the week. You could add Jim Miller to this as well if you'd like. I got it at minus 102. It's minus 110. Just slight movement there. They should both win their fights. And then we have the safety parlay. As I mentioned, it's up almost 10 units on the year, 9.3 units. It hits at a 73% win rate. You're not going to find anybody else putting parlays on the board every single week that hit at that win rate. So it's been a wild success. I will tell you now. So first of all, become a premium member, unlock the safety parlay. We put one out for every single event. What I will say, this week we put out a safety parlay. Two leg. First leg dropped. Oop, wrong finger hanging up. First leg dropped. So now we're stuck with just the one leg. I have combed through this card looking for a second spot, and there's nothing that I am confident enough to put on there. So full disclosure, the safety parlay this week, it's not much of a parlay because one of the legs dropped with all these damn fight cancellations. So it's just one leg, but I am confident in that. I think that will hit, and we'll reflect it with the updated odds, which obviously are not as good as the opening odds, but it is what it is. I'm not just going to slap something together for the sake of, oh, there's a parlay, right? It's hitting at a 73% win rate because a lot of thought, time, and effort go into find the safest, most profitable spots. You can unlock that for only $10 a month. Let's look at Jacob's bets very quickly. I'm just going to give you a handful. The rest are for premium members. He's got more than 15 units on the board. He has a Amir Albazi money line. Got it at minus 105. It is now minus 115. He has 3/4 of a unit on that. Muin Gufarov, that is his underdog lock of the week. He got it at plus 145. A little bit better odds than I got. Much better odds than is available today. He has Damon Blackshear plus 3.5 points. Let me explain that to you if you don't know what that is. You're buying points on the judges' scorecard. You're buying 3.5 points. The way that math works out is Damon Blackshear can win inside the distance. He can finish this fight. He can win outright, or he can lose a 29-28 decision. As long as he wins one single round on all three judges' scorecards, this bet hits. Right? If he gets shut out 30-27, it misses. Split decision hits. 29-28 unanimous hits. Wins outright hits. So the only way he loses is if he gets finished or if he loses a really bad decision. And then I have Karine Silva, or Jacob has Karine Silva, the opposite of that. You're taking away your selling points. And you got her at minus 120. And all Karine Silva has to do is win outright, win inside the distance, or win a very clear 30-27 decision. And then that bet hits. And she should do any one of those three things. He's got 12 more units, For premium members, again, it's only $10 a month, and it's not just bets. You're going to get all the fantasy stuff, DraftKings Optimizer picks, everything else you could ever imagine, and I'll send you $50. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners. We send you $50 as a thank you. Take that $50, become a premium member. You're not only going to get myself, Jacob, and all that, you're also going to get Artem. We have other analysts giving you their insight, their picks, their bets. And Artem is doing far more than just UFC. He's breaking down LFA, PFL, Cage Warriors, all the other shows as well, giving you picks, bets, and content for those. Guys, everything you've ever needed, it is at WeWantPicks.com. Join the Discord. Discord is 100% free. If you're a premium member, you unlock specific channels, but it is free to join. Hop in there, share your thoughts, share your bets, learn from the community. Let's go get this money.